All right, guys, it's the top 5 most confident picks of UFC Apex. Mario Bautista versus Vinicius, Lock Dog Oliveira. I'm going to go over my top 5 picks of the week, my most confident picks of the week. But before I start that, please like and subscribe to my channel. That'll help me a lot. Last week, I went 3-2, which was it was warranted. I got robbed. I feel like on Yiza. I thought Yiza won. I picked him to win over Con Offley. Didn't get it. I thought I like Dan Hooker a lot because for the value of it, 22-1 odds on submission when I know he's gonna go for guillotines against Benoit Saint Denis, where I've seen him struggle against guillotines, especially in that Dustin Poirier fight. I thought Dan Hooker would at least fight for my money a little bit harder when I picked him to win money line, but he didn't. And then I picked Killian Salkill to win. He obviously destroyed Jamie Malarkey, no questions asked. I also picked Jacob Malkoun to beat Torres Finney. I said he's better everywhere. He's a better striker. He's a better grappler. He's better at jiu-jitsu. He's just better everywhere than Torres Finney. They hate Torres Finney, the UFC does. They're going to give him somebody that she should not be fighting like Jacob Malkoun. And I also said my most confident play was Mauricio Hufi. Mauricio Hufi is a much better fighter than Rafael Fiziev. People thought Rafael Fiziev won the Hodge Award, the Hodge Trophy in freaking college, and is an All-American wrestler because they were like, he's just going to take down Mauricio Hufi. He's going to take down Mauricio Hufi. Fiziev can't take anybody down. I know he caught a kick from Justin Gaethje and toppled him over and ended up on mount and did nothing with it. But now this guy's an All-American national champion wrestler. Stop it. So basically, I went 3-2 on it. I'm gonna go 5-0 this time, I believe so. I am very confident on my 5 plays. Right, I'm not trying to be sexy with the Dan Hooker play. I'm gonna give you 5 straight plays of what I like, my convicted plays. Right. Let's start first. You want to start first with the main event? All right, let's go main event. Start first. Mario Bautista. I like Mario Bautista in this matchup a lot. Where is he at? Mario Bautista. He is a very capable fighter. People like Vinicius Oliveira because he's wild, because he swings for the fences. He walks people down, which can get tiring, especially for a guy like Mario Bautista who doesn't really stand his ground as much as I would like. But I think Mario Bautista, he's fought better competition. I mean, you can say like if you're Mario Bautista, you're thinking like no one that I fought about to fight is better at striking than Jose Aldo. No one I fight has better top pressure than Umar Nurmagomedov. And he was competitive in both those fights. He obviously won the Jose Aldo fight, but competitive in that Umar Nurmagomedov fight. So I like Mario Bautista to beat Vinicius Oliveira. I think Vinicius Oliveira also has a gas problem. I know that it looked like it was better versus Kyler Phillips, but you have to understand Kyler Phillips, after that first 2 rounds, was actually just doing nothing just besides backing up the whole fight, right? He didn't want to throw any strikes. And it's easy to not get tired if you're just walking forward, heel to toe, like some mouth breather, and going forward and trying to finish a fight. And Kyle Phillips let him do that. Kyle Phillips basically quit because he didn't want to get knocked out. He didn't want to become a meme. That's what it is, right? Vinicius Oliveira made a perfect quote in that fight. He said, I fight for this shit. This guy fights for fun because he's rich. And that's basically what it felt like when I was watching those two fight. So I'm taking Mario Bautista, though, to beat Vinicius Oliveira. I think Mario Bautista can get the takedowns here. He's bigger than Kyle Phillips. He's stronger than Kyle Phillips. His striking is better than Kyle Phillips. And I think Kyle Phillips was dominating that first round. I guess not dominating, but edging out the first round, maybe like 60-40, 65-35 against Vinicius Oliveira. But ended up tiring. I think Mario Bautista has better cardio. I think he takes it more seriously than Kyle Phillips, even though Kyle Phillips is a prospect or was a prospect in that bantamweight division. But I also believe that Mario Bautista, the fight IQ is much better than Kyle Phillips and much, much better than Vinicius Oliveira. And he should get that job done, especially if this fight goes long. It's a 5-round fight main event. You expect Mario Bautista to do his work, right? So I'm taking Mario Bautista. Next, let's be taking. He's already here. So let's take Kyoji Horiguchi to win his fight versus Amir Albazi. This is what it is. I know it's a small cage, right? They're at the apex. The cage is like a couple feet closer because there's not 2 warning tracks like there was in the regular main cage in a stadium or an arena. And Kyoji Horiguchi likes to move a lot, right? He fights well. If this was a basketball court, if this was the streets, he fights better because there's open field, right? It's hard to catch him. And Amir Albazi, he is good, but you have to remember Amir Albazi is not the same fighter he was even 3 years ago, right? He's not that same guy. He had spinal surgery, I think, on his neck, where they had to fuse a vertebrae together. fuse a bracket, whatever it's called. I'm not a doctor, but they had to fuse something in his neck together. That cannot be good for you. And we saw him look very, very stiff versus Brandon Moreno. Like this guy could not move at all. And you think Brandon Moreno's fast? Kyoji Horiguchi, it looks like Flash Gordon out there, right? He is extremely fast, extremely quick, and he doesn't get tired. And that's a big thing. I've seen him get tired before in other fights, but I think he's patched that. And when you're hitting, connecting so much, he against a guy like Amir Albazi who doesn't really move his head, who just wants to grapple you. I think Amir Albazi's prime is done. I think that surgery really messed him up, and I think Amir Albazi he didn't look good against Brandon Moreno. Questionable win against Kai Kara France, who I don't rate highly at all in this what is it called, flyweight division. I think Kyoji Horiguchi is much better, and if he wins this fight, he gets a title shot. I think Kyoji Horiguchi deserves. He's gonna get a win here, and is he gonna knock him out? I don't know. Amir Albazi is really hard to finish. I don't know if he's ever been finished in his career. I don't think so. But Kyoji Horiguchi, he throws nasty punches, nasty combinations. I like him here to beat Albazi. Next, let's go. It's Michael Olakjacek. We're taking Michael Olakjacek. This will be a first round finish, right? If they had first round finish here, that's what should it be, right? They don't have it. Okay, that was weird. But yeah, so I like first round finish here. I think he's gonna destroy Marc-Andre Barriault. I think Marc-Andre Barriault's a very, very bad matchup. It's a bad matchup for him against Mikhail Olakjacek because Mikhail Olakjacek is a very fast starter, and you see Marc-Andre Barriault, when he gets touched early, he falters and his chin is deteriorating. I saw Chidi Njokuani knock him out in like 10 seconds, right? So you've seen Marc-Andre Barriault get flatlined before, and I think this is another fight where Marc-Andre Barriault will feel the power and the speed of Mikhail Olakjacek. If this fight goes longer, we really haven't seen Mikhail get tired per se, but we also see Marc-Andre Barriault, his fighting skills, his cardio, it definitely um helps him later on, right? I don't know what the fuck I was trying to say. It definitely helps him later on. That's why it's called power bar, right? He's that good of a fighter, but I don't think he's gonna get there. I think it's gonna be a first round fight. As you see, also it's under 1.5 is favored at -160. I like that. I think Mikhail Olakjacek maybe first combination sparks him. I'm not kidding. Maybe first 30 seconds. I'm not even kidding about that. I think that's a fair assessment. He throws bombs to start, right? And he has nasty boxing. He goes for it, and you got to like that about him. Next, I really like Ketlin Souza. Oh my God, you're betting on a women's fight. No, she's not a woman, man. She's a woman, plus she's a lesbian, so it's different, right? She's actually a really good fighter. I like Ketlin Souza. You know why? Because she fights for your money. She actually goes for it. When someone goes for it, you have to respect that. She's not some soy boy girl that's just gonna, or soy girl that's gonna just, if she gets punched, just cower away. Oh, let me go for a takedown. Let me hunker down. Let me pull guard. She's not gonna do that. She goes for that Brazilian Muay Thai style. Let me check a kick. I'll eat 2 shots to throw this one heavy one. Let's see who has power. And Bruna Brazil, all she does is back up in straight lines. If she was a mobile fighter, because she trains with the Fighting Nerds like Mauricio Hufi, who just recently left the Fighting Nerds, but if she was a mobile fighter like Hufi, who creates angles there in his striking, you saw it versus Fiziev, he would be backed up on the fence, but then create a slight angle where he can throw a 2, a slight angle where he can land a jab, a slight angle where he could try to throw a knee. You saw those little angles he was creating in that, and little traps he was creating against Fiziev that was working. Bruno Brazil doesn't have any of that. She just backs up in straight lines. She goes forward in straight lines. She tries to be like a flashy kickboxer, but she's not. And I think Ketlin Souza is going to just unload a 3-punch combination, and one of them is going to land. Dude, I think she's going to knock her out. Possibly Denise Gomes knocked out Bruno Brazil, and Ketlin Souza is very similar to Denise Gomes, I believe. And I think Ketlin Souza should get the job done here. Bruno Brazil could probably try to take her down, but I don't know. Bruno Brazil is a lot taller than her, and it's very hard for women and I guess fighters in general to take down a person that much shorter than you, right? Because let me see the height difference in this fight. Actually, 5'6" to 5'3". It's a hard to level change to get underneath the butt on a double leg, or even try to grab a single leg when someone's that much shorter than you. The center of gravity, you know the deal, right? The physics. Okay. So next we have who was it? Or last we have Saeed Nurmagomedov, underdog play. I like Saeed Nurmagomedov a lot here. I don't think Javid Basharat's that good. Javid Basharat, he tries to be a sniper. He tries to be Conor McGregor, right? And you could obviously see the haircut. Like, you definitely got inspiration from him, even though he says he doesn't like him because Conor McGregor doesn't like Muslims or whatever. But you could see like he wants to be him. You could see it. But the thing that Conor McGregor has that he doesn't have is what Firas Zahabi said, the touch of death, right? When he lands, it's like two missiles coming at your face in his last video. That's what he said. That's the difference. Fareed Basharat has no consequences in his pot shot countering punching. It has no consequences at all. And no one cares when they get hit. You see people get hit by Basharat, by Javid Basharat, and just eat it and just keep going forward. I saw Ricky Simone do it. I've seen many fighters just eat it. That's why this guy's a decision king. And that's the difference. If you want to be a sniper the way that he wants to be, like Mauricio Hoofy is, like Conor McGregor is, you have to get some KOs in your life. You have to be able to hurt somebody doing it. Because if not, they're just like, all right, I'll take a shot. I'll land 2 or 3, trying to press you and try to make you fight. Then, well, if you're gonna try to snipe me for no reason, I'll do that. And I think Saeed Nurmagomedov, he goes forward. He's nasty. Javid Batra might go for a takedown. I don't think he can take down Saeed Nurmagomedov. Nurmagomedov is a good fighter. Um, People are saying that Bryce Mitchell loss was bad, but we have to remember Bryce Mitchell's a good fighter. Bryce Mitchell, I know he says some crazy shit. Arkansanity, right? The podcast. He says some crazy shit, but he's actually a good fighter. He has slick boxing. He made Ilia Topuria look kind of stupid a couple times when Ilia Topuria was trying to throw combinations at him, right? He was outstriking Topuria for a couple of those moments in that fight, and we see how good Bryce Mitchell is, especially in grappling on top pressure. He's that good. I don't think Javid Basharat is even close to Bryce Mitchell's level in fighting in MMA. And I think Saeed Nurmagomedov is the better fighter compared to the two of them. Basharat, which I'm saying, I think that Basharat is kind of overrated. And I think we're seeing it now, right? I took him in his debut fight against somebody bad. Let me see who it was. Oh, it's Tony Gravely. I see it. Nope, Trevin Jones. Trevin Jones. I took him in his debut fight. I'm like, this guy's not that good. This guy's not that good because I thought he looked better on Dana White's Contender Series, and he won a nice win streak. Drew with Victor Henry. Ayman Zahabi fight was close, but Ayman Zahabi's a round winner. You know, this guy does anything to edge out a round. He's good at it. Ricky Simone got KO'd. Yeah, it wasn't a good showing for him. He took a year off. Maybe that chin will be better. But again, these brothers, this is what I realized about MMA fans and the MMA community. If you're a brother or somebody, they automatically assume you guys are good, right? The Bonfim brothers, right? Oh, they're both have to be good. They both have to be good. No, one can be bad, right? The Shevchenko sisters, one can be bad, right? The Emelianenko brothers, one can be bad. It's okay. Not everybody's is going to be 2 world champions like um like Umar and Usman, right? Like high level elite fighters. Not everybody's going to be like that. And that's what people are understanding. Like Usman brothers, right? Is Muhammad Usman the heavyweight even sniffing the top 15 at a bad heavyweight division where Tai Tuivasa is ranked? I mean, that's the difference between brothers. Like, just because you're brother doesn't mean you're good. Okay? But hope you guys enjoyed this video. Before I'll go again. Mario Bautista, Kyoji Horiguchi moneyline, Mario Bautista moneyline, Mikael Olajczyk moneyline, Ketlin Souza moneyline, Saeed Nurmagomedov moneyline. That are my 5 plays. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe. Thank you so much. It was kind of chaotic.